Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. Okay, so today I'll discuss about what is Jenkins. Okay, what is Jenkins? So all of us say Jenkins is a CI tool. Okay, now next question is what is CI? So CI stands for continuous integrations. Okay, CI is for continuous integration. So continuous integration means what? So first time if you remember that under the DevOps, we try to build Agile after CI, after CD, delivery, deployment, and then finally this whole things which we do and we complete the DevOps cycle. So first you become Agile team, Scrum, Kanban, then implement the CI, then CD, and so on. So this is
Right. Mhm.
CI. But if I put it in a simple definitions, this is where the CI is placed in a DevOps. But CI means a process which you are trying to set up. Uh, you are trying to set up where you have automated build, okay, and automated testing also. Yes, testing is very important.
Okay.
Automated testing, no manual intervention, and then feedback which you get it should be immediate, immediate feedback. Okay. So if you get the immediate feedback, you can take up actions immediately instead of later on. So automated build, automated testing. So, and then immediate feedback. If we are failing also is okay, but you should get the immediate feedback. If you are passing also, you should get immediate feedback. So like this.
Got it.
So this is the process, automated setup, automated build, automated testing, and get a immediate feedback. Now, again, if you want to elaborate a little bit more about the CI, so let's discuss about the HDLC cycles. So here plan we do that, then we do the coding, then we do analyze code analysis, okay, code analysis. Then after that we build the software. After the building unit testing we do that. After that we create a packages. After that store the packages somewhere, archive that packages, and then after that we deploy that to QA. After that perform acceptance testing and then code coverage, and then if all passed, okay, all passed, then we say release, that is called delivery CA, continuous delivery, which is here. Okay,
Right.
and
Mhm.
if one failed because of any reason, then we have to repeat. Okay, so this is a CI. Now if you look at this in this whole SDLC cycle, many people and many tools are involved. Okay, so if you see that tools, let's say talk about the only popular tool planning, let's say Jira, Confluence,
Mhm.
let's say coding, Git, we use GitHub and all. SonarQube we use for code analysis. You know, um,
Mhm.
build probably if you're in Java, Maven, Gradle and all, you can use it. Unit testing, JUnit if it's in Java. Packaging maybe var and all you can create, or exe, whatever it is. Archive it somewhere, Artifactory, you can use it. Deploy to queue maybe Ansible, you know, and acceptance testing maybe Selenium, and many tools are there. I'm just naming it popular, and code coverage Jacoco. So if you see that here, so many tools are being used. Okay, but also if you look at this, so many teams are also involved. So now if you see that from the planning till packaging and archiving, here dev team is involved, correct now?
Right.
And
Mhm.
here deployment to QA and CC and all, here QA teams are involved. So the question is in SDLC cycle we do lots of things and we try to automate all this flow. So what to do? So in this whole flow, this arrow is important. Okay, this arrow is important. This
Right.
arrow is important. This is called integration. So here you have a phases, here you have a tool, here you have a team. That means how to integrate simple different phases, tools, and teams. And on top of that, you get immediate feedback of everything. That is, you can call CI. Are you understanding?
Yep. Got it. Yep.
Integration, continuous integration. So that means from here to here, there should not be any manual intervention. I just said no. It should be automated everything and immediate feedback for everything. So now the question is okay.
But sorry,
Yeah.
if I can ask one quick question. But here, right, in this entire workflow, Selenium, it comes for integration unit testing, right? So before deploying itself, we will not be able to execute the Selenium package, right?
So you're deploying to
Oh, okay,
QA
okay.
environment
Oh,
here,
okay, okay. Then
deploy
we'll
to
be using the
QA and then
configure.
acceptance. So when I say
Okay,
acceptance testing, all form of testing. Selenium is doing only functional testing, by the way. I just name it. But there are many tools are involved for other types of testing also, like a JMeter and many more,
got it,
right?
got it. Mhm.
So the question is, okay, how can we integrate all these phases, tools and teams? That is where we need certain tools which all of us can work. And that is where the Jenkins is coming. The
Mhm.
tools like Jenkins is coming. We have a multiple tools for it. For example, Team City is one of them. Bamboo is one of them. Jenkins is one of them. U Build is one of them. So many CI tools are there available in the market.
Mhm.
So this will help you to set up a CI. Azure DevOps also has CI capabilities. So now Jenkins will do, you know what? Jenkins can integrate with all the tools, okay, all the
Mhm.
tools and everything which you were doing separately, okay. Let's say we are doing scanning separately. Just now you cloned it manually, but after that you clone using Jenkins, correct now?
Mm. Right. Mhm.
So everything which you were doing separately, non-integrated manner, now Jenkins will do that. And whether you are a dev, QA or what, you will use Jenkins for automating everything. Any places it failed, it will trigger Jenkins will send you the immediate feedback. That means email or chat notifications, and that way you can do the stuff. Got it?
Got, got it. Yep. Mhm.
So yeah, Jenkins, where is that? Huh. So that is where the Jenkins is coming. That's the reason we call it Jenkins as a CI tool, because Jenkins will help you to integrate all the tools, all the teams, all the phases of your SDLC cycle. Got it?
Got it. So now say using the Jenkins, we build this entire workflow, right? Okay. So now say
Hmm.
like I configured everything on the Azure. Okay. But tomorrow there would be requirements saying that no, we are no longer using the Azure. It has to be migrated to say our what is it? Amazon, like the web services, right? So
Yeah,
is there any
yeah.
way that we can export like whatever we developed
No,
and
no,
just
no,
migrate? Oh my God.
no,
Okay.
no. The problem, this is not portable. It's not, because each tool
Uh-huh.
helps you to implement CI in a different ways, different UI, different scripting. So this
Got it.
portability is not there. So that is
Okay.
something. So but you know what? These changes
Mhm.
will, you will see very rare. Means you won't
Right.
see once in a every month, every year. Once in a 5 years or 10 years, if you
That's
think
right.
that
Yep.
some
Hmm.
tool got 100% obsolete, you cannot go ahead with it. So
Hmm.
then only the migration will happen. So
Right.
like that.
Okay.
Okay, so now this is a CI tool. So now you understand what is Jenkins. It's a CI tool. Now what
Hmm.
is CI? You also understand.
Hmm.
So Jenkins, we have a multiple releases also. So one of the Jenkins which I'm teaching you is Jenkins itself. There's a one called Enterprise Jenkins
Hmm.
from Cloudbase. And there's Jenkins X also we have nowadays. Blue Oceans we have also for the pipeline and all. So there's a multiple versions of it. This is a free and classic one. This is a
Oh,
paid one. And this is
okay.
for Kubernetes CD part, KH CD part, and Blue
Mhm.
Ocean for pipeline. So these are the variant of Jenkins out of which I'll teach you here. Now this Jenkins is developed in Java. That means you need a JRE to run the application. Now the moment you say Java, then you can run any platform, Linux, Windows, Mac, anywhere, because Java is a platform independent. So Jenkins too has a platform independent. Now in terms of version, I think it's 2.x. I'm not able to recall exactly, maybe 2.x. So what you can do, you can just go Jenkins download, just type, and they'll tell you the version of it. So
Good. Mhm.
here 2.x here. So you see that here Jenkins can be installed in any different variant, Docker, Ubuntu, Red Hat, Windows, and all.
Mhm.
So like this. Now here this is a open source, so this you can do that. Now you know all the features in Jenkins, each powered by plugin. Okay, there's avoid the spelling mistake. Plugins. So
Oh,
that is something which you have all the features plugin. Now here we have 1800 plus plugin. That means so many features you may have in Jenkins. If you want it, you can install it. If you don't want it, don't install it. So that is the things you have to do that. So this is a website where you see so many plugins are there. That means if you think you want to have a more features, you can install the more plugins for it. Now there's some practices which we have to install the plugin, so that is there anyways. Okay, so now what is Jenkins? What is CI? Now why we need it? Why we need it? So I think region more or less we understand that automation is the key in our area, correct? Everywhere we are looking for automations, and here lots of manual work happens. We don't want any manual works. Because of manual works, there are lots of wastage get created. So if you say that what wastage, so here DevOps wastage, let me click one image. So here you see some of these are the problems. I'm just showing you at the high level. Okay, so these are the problems which you get it, you know, extra processing, overproduction, transportation, waiting waste, motion waste, defect waste, and many other actually in a short. So lots of problems we have in order to implement the DevOps. Lots of delays happen, lots of manual things happen, ad hoc things happen. So what we want once the coding is completed till the code coverage, there should not be any manual intervention. So it should be speed up. Feedback should be immediately, and we should automate it. So yeah, the CI is a very crucial part of DevOps. If you don't implement the CI, it's very difficult to implement the DevOps and so on. So yeah, we need for automation. So you want to automate everything. There should be. I often say there's only three things. Uh, I mean, if you are coding for the product, good. If you're coding for the testing the product, that is good. And if you're coding for the running the product infrastructure, CI CD, that is also good. Any other rules which is not relevant actually, because everything should be automated.
right.
So yeah, it's automations. Now other tools, yes, I think I discussed about it. Lots of tools are there. So continuous spelling mistake, integration, DevOps tools, DevOps school. Just you put it up in the chat, and here many tools are there which will help you to do that. So some of them I named. These are the, see, Bamboo is there, GitHub also you can do CI, GitLab also, Jenkins also, TeamCity also.
Mhm.
So these are the popular one. Many other tools also. So these are the articles you can refer it and
Got it.
read about more options. Okay, so this is something which you have. What is Jenkins? What is CI? And why do we need it? And other tools.
Got it.
Any questions so far?
No, I'm good. Only question is now you are calling Jenkins as only the continuous integration, right? But aren't we doing even the deployments? So is there any reason why you are calling that as only continuous integration rather than continuous integration and deployment?
Actually, you can use Jenkins for deployment also because I said, right, there's a
Hmm.
plugins which can be added for getting the deployment and release features. So you
Okay,
can get it
got
very much. But if you look at this fundamentally, Jenkins is designed for CI. The
it.
architecture and all, it designed
Mhm.
for CI. For example, let me put it in this way. Everything you can do through Python, everything.
Got it.
But why don't we do that everything through Python only or Java? Because
Hmm.
of ease of using it. So there are certain tool which is designed for that CD part, which is better than Jenkins. So that's the reason we say, hey, let's do one thing, CI implement using Jenkins, CD, let's say Cloud Beach, Argo CD, Jenkins X, this is the one also, and you deploy, Octopus deploy. So CD part, we have other tools for it.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay, so now last thing, how it works. So very simple architecture. Here, what you have to do, this is you. You will access the 8080 of Jenkins web port. Okay, and this you can call it server. And server, there you configure the job 1, job 2, so on. And inside the job, whatever you want to do, you can do. For example, check out the code, build it, test it, package it, archive it, deploy it to QA and test it. All these things you can do that. So these are the called step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, all this thing. So this is
Got
how it works. So now this question is, you have written all these steps here in the job, which is through UI. So where it will execute? So this will execute in the node. Node is again a VM. Okay, sometimes node we call it a server. Slave, we call it slave, and so on. So the architecture is very simple. You log into the Jenkins server, so configure the job. In the job you write all the steps, and then these steps you build now, it will run in the slave and node. When you set up a Jenkins server, you get one master slave, built-in slave automatically, and that is
it.
where
Got it.
the default will go. But you can
Mhm.
add a more slave, just like yesterday I set up one quickly slave because I had deleted the built-in slave. So like that.
Got it. Yep.
Got it?
Mhm.
Okay,
But how
so
can we
this is
add
the
multiple? Sorry, one quick question. How can we add, like, say, multiple servers? Because I mean, generally, definitely. I mean, like for learning purpose, yes, one server is good. But real time, like, you would like to have like at least 3 or 4 servers, right?
so this servers manually same process which I did, something
Mm-hmm.
similar you will do multiple times. By the way,
Okay.
you can also integrate with the cloud like EC2 or some containers also you can use it for that.
Okay.
So many options are available.
Got it.
I'll teach you
So
that how
from
to add a more.
okay, cool, awesome. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.